morning, everyone. I'm Katherine Hartley.
And I'm Gabby Naylor. Another beautiful morning at KU. We got some great weather.
Absolutely.
The last 2 days have been so beautiful outside.
Yeah, it's a little chillier today, but
I know.
This is still a very nice change from last week, which was horrible.
Last week was terrible. This week has been a little bit of a tease for spring break. I've had a few classes outside.
And it's very hard, honestly, to get to class when everyone's outside, walking around. It's beautiful. The last thing I want to do is sit in a classroom all day. However, knowing that spring break is coming up right around the corner is kind of keeping me going this week. So
2 more days. Are you going anywhere special?
Yes, I'm going to Gulf Shores.
Well, me too.
Okay,
very
that's
excited. Leaving Friday.
Very excited. I know the weather there is going to be a little up and down. However, I figure being on the beach and having it rain there is better than being here. I'm excited.
It's a good thing keeping me going through this midterm week. I have a lot of work to do. I've been on campus, I think, all day, every single day.
Very stressful,
the last few days.
I know.
It's rough.
I know, but spring break just around the corner.
I know.
Looking forward to it.
Getting me through my midterms tomorrow is the KU game. Big 12 has started.
Very excited.
KU plays tomorrow at 2. I have a class canceled so I can watch it all afternoon.
I know. I will be in class taking a midterm. However, I'll be trying to keep up as much as I can.
I'll keep you updated.
Yes, thank you. I know that there's been a little bit of uneasiness. I know JoJo isn't playing, and I think some people are getting a little uneasy about that. However, we have a lot of strong talent on the court. I still think it's going to be an awesome game.
I think we can handle it without JoJo. Sorry, JoJo. Feel better?
Yeah, seriously.
But I don't know if I've noticed this just because I've been in the libraries, I've been all around campus this last few weeks, but KU campus is pretty diverse.
It's very diverse. I definitely, being a freshman, hadn't really thought about that before I came here, and I got here, and I was very pleasantly surprised by that, definitely. And I know we have our own Coral reporting on that as well. Make a little news package for us, so here it is. Take a look.
A quick visit to the University of Kansas Library helps illustrate the diversity in the students' population. The population includes a large number of Asian students. The majority comes from China, and Korea is the second. Sunlang Chen is one of 3 students at KU from Macau, and he says Asia means a lot of countries.
You have Asian, different kind of Asian, Korea, Chinese, and people from the Middle East.
Data from the KU International Student Services shows 1,053 Asian students enrolled in 2008. The number grew to 1,243 in 2009. The upward trend continued through 2012, but 2013 saw a drop-off to 1,390. That's because the Applied English Center changed the language requirement as defined by the TOEFL score. In prior years, KU looked at the overall score. Now the university requires students to be proficient in all 4 individual categories: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. The counseling coordinator of AEC program, Sandra Elisa, says the change of language policy requires non-native speakers to quickly adapt to KU's academic life. The director of KU International Student Services, Charles Osis, also says in spite of the downturn, the future looks bright.
Latin America will probably begin to grow some more. We are actually giving more emphasis to Latin America because there are some growing economies there.
More and more Asian countries are developing economics with the large middle class, particularly in China. The number of Chinese families is by far the largest one who can afford to send their children to the United States to study. Charles also says Brazil, Chile, and Argentina will be the 3 biggest Latin American countries sending students to KU in future. The TOEFL change will ensure more of the students who come here will actually graduate. Coral Lu, KUJH TV News.
Well, that was a very good point by Coral. Definitely agree. It's very good to try and get more international students into our school, make it more diverse.
And a big thing with a diverse campus is trying to get all the international students more involved.
Definitely
on campus.
Yeah, and a way to get involved on campus is an organization called House That Greeks Built, partnered with Habitat for Humanity. And up next, I will be here with Elisa Rombold to talk to her about that. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm Katherine Hartley here with Volunteer Coordinator for House That Greeks Built, Elisa Rombold. How are you today? Thanks for joining us.
I'm good.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this organization. I know you're partnered with Habitat for Humanity, and it's been on and off campus a bit for the past couple years. So what exactly is new this year?
Well, for the last 20 years, we have been kind of off and on. We've done several builds in the past, and it went dormant for a while. So this year, we're kind of really rebooting it because it's been off campus for quite a while. So we are partnered with Habitat for Humanity, which means that they'll fund half the house and we have to fund half the house.
Okay.
So they'll come up with $40,000 and we have to come up with the other $40,000. There was about $10,000 left in our bank account from previous builds. So that was very helpful, but we still have to come up, and we've been able to fundraise another $10,000, but we still have to come up with another $20,000.
Okay.
So, and that's quite ambitious. We plan to start building the house in the fall. So we've got a lot of work to do in a very little amount of time.
Yeah, and I know you had a fundraiser this past weekend. So how'd that go? What more are you planning to do with fundraising and all that?
It was called Bowling for the Build, and we had different teams sign up, and we had free Chipotle there. We had prizes there, and what we did is each team got to add up their score, and whoever had the highest score won. And it was completely rigged because the KU bowling team showed up.
Oh, okay. So they won.
Yes, clearly.
Okay. Well, that's nice. So what more are you planning to do with fundraising as the semester goes on?
We're planning on having a concert in late April.
Oh, okay.
We also have t-shirt sales that are going on. And last fall we did a letter writing event where we had anyone from the community come out. We had a movie going and we had snacks there, and we just said, please write letters to all your friends and family, and we had a letter that you slipped in there with it, and that brought in a lot of money. That was very successful for us, so we intend to do that again this spring.
Okay.
We also had a parents' night out last fall, which it was at the gymnastics center here in Lawrence, and we had parents drop off their kids, and we watched them for a little bit, and that brought in a few $100s too.
Okay. And so you plan to do that stuff again this coming fall?
We'll do the letter writing event again. We have the concert, like I said.
Yeah.
We're also planning a 5K for next fall.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's what we have on the docket
Good
right
for
now.
all those runners out there, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, and how can students get involved? And I know that you said you're building the house in the fall, so will more volunteer opportunities come up closer to the end of the semester,
Yes.
next semester?
We do have to provide the majority of the labor for the house. So we're going to need a lot of people to come out every Saturday, and we also have Thursday build days. So we're going to welcome anyone and everyone to come to that. Also with the fundraising events, anyone can come to those. And our name does say House at Greeks Built. We have the support of all 4 Greek councils. However, that's just our marketing base.
Yeah.
We do welcome any KU students to come join us.
Okay, awesome. That's very good to know. Well, thank you so much for joining us. That's Elisa Rombold from House at Greeks Built. And up next, we will have James and Morgan with the news.
Hi, I'm James Bumpus.
And I'm Jackson Vickery, and this is your Good Morning KU News Update. Louisiana man who spent the past 3 decades of his life on death row is now a free man. Glenn Ford's conviction in the murder of a Shreveport businessman has been vacated by the courts. According to the Shreveport Times, Ford's first words upon leaving Louisiana State Penitentiary were, "It feels good." It has been over 4 days since a Malaysia airline flight disappeared over Southeast Asia. The plane went missing early Saturday morning with 239 passengers on board. As of today, officials have doubled the size of their search to 27,000 square miles. So far, there has been no trace of the plane, and the frustration is growing among the families of those missing.
A bill was presented on Tuesday to the Kansas House that would prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. The bill would add sexual orientation and gender to the Kansas Act Against Discrimination. The act prohibits discrimination in public accommodations, employment, and housing based on race, religion, color, sex, disability, and national origin, and ancestry. Cancer will become the #1 killer within 16 years, according to a report from the American Society of Clinical Ontology by the year 2030. The number is expected to increase from 1.6 1.6 million to 2.3 million cases annually. The leading killer in the United States today is heart disease.
A high-rise caught fire in the Mission Bay neighborhood of San Francisco on late Tuesday afternoon. The fire didn't spread very far but caused many residents to be evacuated. Over 150 firefighters responded to the call and stayed overnight on Tuesday evening. There's no reason for the cause behind the fire at the moment.
The first day of NFL free agency hit the Chiefs hard yesterday. Within the first 2-hour window of the free agent signing period, 5 players left Kansas City for good. 3 offensive linemen, 1 defensive end, and 1 receiver / returner. Dexter McCluster, Dexter McCluster all signed contracts with new teams. The Chiefs failed to sign anyone on the first day of free agency, but many big names still are available.
The Big 12 tournament starts today. Texas Tech will take on Oklahoma State tonight at 6 p.m. At 8 p.m., Baylor will play TCU. KU will play the winner of the Texas Tech versus Oklahoma State game tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's all for your news. Let's send it over to Gabby and JR for a weather update.
It's another beautiful day out there, so right outside we have JR with the weather. How's it looking out there? JR?
All right, hello, good morning, KU. Right now it is 32 degrees outside and sunny, but you still want to wear a light jacket. Around afternoon time, it'll be about 50 degrees. And take note that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be a high of 60, but on Sunday it will be a high of 50 and cloudy. So you still want to have a jacket on those days. But as you can see right now, it is sunny and bright outside for everyone to see. So please enjoy this beautiful day.
Thank you, JR. Can't wait to get outside and experience this nice weather. All right, another beautiful day in Lawrence. Everyone have a great day and a nice Wednesday.